What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to have another look at Ghostwire Tokyo, but we're going to be doing it on ultra-wide this time. That is, if it's supported, but if FIFA 22 was supported, come on, Ghostwire Tokyo's got to be ultra-wide supported. So, we'll go jump into the settings now.
Okay, starting off ultra-wide here on low. And as you can see right there, it is on 3440x1440, no frame rate cramp or VSync. Everything here is on low. Or off. Had to make my own settings here. There are no presets. And we'll do upscaling and ray tracing towards the end. Getting into some low gameplay here on ultra wide. We'll just walk around the city and just get into various mischief along the way. I don't know how much mischief there is left to get into, but definitely it's pretty weird to walk around a city that just has like no one in it. Very eerie. Well, there's a tree. Oh, its heart's on the other side. Can I get it? No? Okay, well let's go over here then. There we go. Now we can absorb these spirits, and as soon as we're done absorbing them, we will move on to the next graphics setting. So alright, let's move on.
Alright, guys, we got ourselves some low gameplay here. Camera recorded to start with. Oh shit, it's gonna heavy rain now, huh? Well, I'll be damned. There's some more random peeps. Now we can help these spirits out. Cool. I was worried there wasn't going to be anything left to do. I did quite a bit around town in the last videos. I'm trying not to go on with the story right now because I'm scared I'm going to get stuck into some giant building again. And I don't want to do that. God, I can't go in there because of the smoke or fog or whatever the hell you want to call it. Alright, we're at about a minute anyway, so why don't we move on to the next graphics setting.
On to medium settings now. And I kind of had my own. That SSS quality doesn't do medium, it only has low, so I left it on low for now. And it'll crank up to high then, and we'll do ray tracing upscaling towards the end. Okay, let us get into some medium gameplay now. Ah, there's a guy. I guess we'll take him out. And one more should do it. Nope, two more. There we go, now we can get his core. And we got his core. Any more? That'd be kind of weary. Just when I think I had defeated all the monsters, there's more. Haha. Alright, what's down here? Oh, nope, see, there's more. Now your core belongs to me. And now we can move on.
Well, alright, medium gameplay it is. Come to me, spirits. Alright, anything else around here? Oh, did it stop raining? It did stop raining. Oh, what do we got here? Steep yourself in ceremony. Alright, Japanese tea ceremonies. Use my awesome anime watching shit to read this really quick. Alright. Oh, we can get some money. Works for me. Hey, even more money. And if you've noticed, we're already under 60 and we're only on medium, so I don't know how we're going to do when we get to the high graphic settings and when we get to 4K, but it is what it is. Let's grab these guys real quick. I think last time I passed them, I thought they were things to replenish my wind. Anyway, let us move on.
On to high settings we go. We're going to leave everything over here the same, but we've moved everything up a notch. Except for ray tracing and upscaling, of course. We'll do those a little bit later. Now we got some high gameplay now. Nope, I can't go any farther that way. There's some money over there, but that also looks like it's in fog. Even this is, but I grabbed it anyway. Because who wants to let fog control your life? Not me. I guess we can deposit some spirits. Sure, why not? And we leveled. Hell yeah. Hey, more spirits. Come here, you. I don't know about you guys, but I like having more max HP. There's a dog. Oh, hell no. What's up, dog? Sniffing some clothes? Alright, I'll leave you to that. And now we can move on. Well, now we're on high settings, and we're getting way more FPS than we were before, so it must have just been the rain. Rain must get way worse FPS. Or something. Oh, something else to look at. Ah, another Japanese encyclopedia. I might have already come across this. Don't remember. But, boom. Yep, it didn't say anything about anything new added, so... Yeah, I remember coming up through here. This is where I was at the beginning of the game, so I don't want to go back any farther. Yeah, if I remember, I came down here and then I was like, oh man, Japanese, like, pickup trucks are, like, really small, or something like that when I came through here. I can't go down there yet. Alright, I'm supposed to go that way for the main thing as a kitty. I can't remember if you can do anything with kitties, but I'm gonna go pet it. Very good question, kitty. I'm not even sure myself. But now it is time to move on. So now it's time for cinematic settings. So let's just look over them real fast and we'll get back into the game. Now the game is basically maxed out minus the ray tracing as well. And of course we will do the ray tracing and upscaling at the end. Well, let us get some cinematic gameplay now. Almost forgot what it was called. I was going to call it Ultra, but they call it cinematic, but it's basically Ultra, Max, whatever you want to call it, really. Now let's go up here and try to mess around. Because I bet if I climb all the way up, I can get over there. Yep, I knew I could. Sweet. I don't know if I can get those people, but... No, it looks like... Nope. Looks like there's that weird fog shit, so I can't even get them. Oh well, it was worth a try. Now we will lasso back. Alright. Come back later, Misty. I had a kitty on my lap for a while there. But I think she wants to relax. And probably doesn't want me talking right in her ear. Because even though I'm talking not that loud, it's probably like shouting to a cat's ear. Since they've got acute hearing and all. Oh well, she can come back later. And now, we can move on. Now for a little cinematic gameplay.
We got some more shit to fight over there, it seems. But before I get into battle, let's go grab a little bit more of these guys. And then let's quietly try to sneak up on them a little, maybe. Be cool if I could at least stab one of them in the back. Because they are... Oh, nope, that one's walking again. Because the other one's just staring at an effing wall, so... Hopefully he'll just continue doing so. Now I can take out the guy who's actually moving. Alright though, why don't we move on to the next graphics setting?
Now we're going to do some FSR without ray tracing first. So, we're leaving the game completely maxed out, besides ray tracing. And we got AMD FSR, it's only 1.0 unfortunately, but we're starting out on ultra quality. And we don't really need to come back to the screen for this because it's staying the same. And we'll start off with some FSR ultra quality. So let's just walk around, and as you guys can see, we definitely got a nice FPS boost. And at least to me, I don't think it really looks that different. Having to dance to a little bit of the fun jazz music back there, too. Alright, what we got? Ooh, money. I like money. Screw you, I like money. Hey, a kitty. Hello, kitty. What are you guys talking about? Huh. Absorb the spirits. Alright, though. Why don't we just go move along now?
Alright, starting off FSR with no ray tracing. This is just the game maxed out in FSR on ultra quality. And we seem to be getting a lot more FPS now, that's for sure. And the game doesn't look awful, so this is probably how I'd play this on ultra wide. Just do FSR ultra quality and enjoy some badass graphics and some nice FPS. But I have a feeling ray tracing is going to be a shit show. Alright, I think I'm back kind of where I was now. Alright, I'm probably gonna get injured doing this, but... Alright. I just like grabbing shit, can't help it. Aha! I'm gonna try to go up to this tree. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, but I can go down there. Alright though, why don't we move on?
Now we've got some FSR quality gameplay here. So let's just keep running around. Go past the cats again. Can I go over here? I can. I thought I heard them talking. Aha. Now can I go up here? Yep. And then I bet I can jump across this. Ooh, almost didn't make it, but I got there. And since I can't die, we can just go down here. There we go. I'm doing pretty good as a spirit detective. Ooh, and now I get to prey to one of these too and increase my wind speed, or wind SP. I need to go find some of those to increase my fire SP that I'm going to get here shortly. But I don't know where any more statues are yet. Hopefully we'll find more once the game progresses. So I remember watching Joker playing this game before, and he had like fire and wind. He might even had ice skills, I don't remember. Here's some food. And now while he's eating, we can move on. Alright! Cool, helping out dogs means he'll dig up stuff for me. What a nice dog. Alright now. What the hell is that? That was exact my thoughts. Headgear worm, fucking lanterns. Oh, that's cool. Quality still does pretty good. As you can see, sometimes it still drops to like around 60 and stutters a little bit, but we are at quite a high resolution now, so that's to be expected. And with that, let's move on to the next FSR setting. Now for a little FSR balanced gameplay. More funky music. So much cool lights and stuff in this game. Sucks there's no people. They're all got like turned into like spirits and shit. Got some more money. I think I have a lot of money. I haven't spent like any money or like leveled up with any of my skills, so I got some work to do. Ah, there's some more monsters. And you're done. And now we can help you guys out. Cool. And now... Oh wait, I already was replenished. Oh well. I didn't notice. Alright, what's down here? Yeah, nothing really. Alright. Let's move on. Now we got FSR on balanced. Oh wait, I'm already full. Oh well. There's a bunch of those. Wasting one or two, it's not like it's gonna be the end of the world. But yeah, so far this is a really fun game. I've been playing this and Biomutant a lot. Oh, we got some more stuff to open. Well, with all the walking around I'm doing around the city for you guys, I'm gonna find pretty much probably every secret thing there is to find. Holy crap, that's a whole car. That should be worth like a lot more than like 3. Oh. Well, that failed. I was trying to get up to that tree. Alright. Ah, almost. Alright though, let's move on. On to the last FSR, which is performance, before we jump into the ray tracing. I must grapple! Heck yeah. I'm trying to get to this damn tree. It looks like you can't climb that. Hopefully I can jump to that frickin' tower thing. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, I backed up too far. I didn't want to fall off. Alright, there's the little heart. There we go. Now we can jump over there and help this other spirit out too. Cool. I like how they added the aspect of being able to, like, grapple to these guys. Ooh, I almost went the wrong way, but I got here. Cool. Didn't really need that badly, but whatever. Let's go up here now, I guess. Oh. Another calendar encyclopedia, huh? Alright, let's move on.
Well, now for a little performance FSR here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Damn it. No big deal, though. We can go back up. Okay. Here we go. Alright, maybe I can glide over there. If I can find another one of those creatures. But, why don't we move on to ray tracing?
Now we'll get some ray tracing gameplay in. So let's just look at the low settings. I'm going to leave the rest of the game maxed out, just like I did on the rest of the resolutions. But ray tracing's on, as you can see, and it is on low. And then we'll do ray tracing and upscaling at the end. Now for some ray tracing on low. And as you can see, we're not getting great FPS anymore, but... Oh, can't believe they didn't hear me fall down, but it makes my life a lot easier. And now we can help some more spirit homies. There was a bunch to hand, and now I'm full, I believe, so I had the perfect amount. Now we gotta find a damn, whatchamacallit, phone booth to deposit these guys. Hey, look, a freaking ladder you can actually descend. I was honestly starting to think that did not exist in this game. Figured you just got up places from the little bird creature things. Hey, even more money. We're getting good at finding money. And I could probably get over there, but what would be the good of it? I guess just to see if I can. Just to know how to get there. Because we're already full on the spirits. Alright, though. Let us move on.
Well, now we've got ourselves some low ray tracing now. Can I climb up here? Yes, I can. Now, something saw me up here, so I'm gonna try to be all sneaky sneak. There's definitely something up here. Give me your core. Ooh. Alright. Oh shoot, I forgot I'm full. Well, that's sucky. I can't hold no more. Well, where's a freaking place to deposit these guys? Wow, that's some low FPS down there. Anyway, why don't we move on to the next ray tracing setting?
Now we're going to bump up the ray tracing to medium. And we'll just quickly look over all these guys. Everything up here is the same. But we did crank the ray tracing up to medium, so here's the 3 settings on medium, and we'll do FSR and ray tracing at the end. Okay, so we're on ray tracing medium now, and that's obviously made our frames go quite lower, and I can't help any of them, but I killed all the monsters at least. Oh wow, that's some horrid FPS down here. Man, I couldn't even control where I was going. Man. So yeah, ray tracing equals no fun. At least on these higher resolutions. I don't even think FSR is gonna help. Well, now watching how it flickers back and forth like that, it doesn't actually do that in game, but now I see why it like fails to record when I'm getting such low FPS. It probably like frame skips and shit, and the program doesn't know what to do, so it goes, I can't record, what do you want me to do? Anyway, let's move on. Well, now we got medium ray tracing on, and as you guys can tell, it's not doing so well. But what I've got to do is I got to find me a telephone box. Oh, there's one right here. We got to deposit some of these fellows. Not going to lie, this is not easy to do getting this kind of low FPS, but I seem to have managed. There we go. Yes. Alright. Hey, I leveled up. Look at that. More max health for a little old me. That's always welcome. And I can't go in there. That's all full of fog. Man, this is just terrible. Anyway, let's move on and see how awful high is. Now we're going to max out ray tracing, which also basically maxes out the game. The only thing we're not doing is we're not turning on any FSR yet. We'll wait until the end for that. And sorry it's all jumpy like that. That's what happens when it's all like 5 FPS and whatnot. Now here's ray tracing completely maxed out, which of course isn't any better than medium was, so we're still getting like 5 to 7 FPS, and it's absolutely terrible and unplayable, but we'll just get like 30-40 seconds or whatever. I almost said 30-40 FPS. I wished I was getting 30-40 FPS, but no. We get 30-40 seconds of gameplay here, because this is absolutely awful, and no one would want to play a game like this. I'm pretty sure I can make that claim. Alright, I think that is plenty. Let's move on. Alright, we're on high ray tracing now. No FSR, and as you guys can tell, completely unplayable. We're not even going to get a minute of footage here. We'll get 20, 30 seconds, maybe 40, if I can deal with this long enough. Because no one can play a game like this. This is literally unplayable. It's too high of a resolution and too much ray tracing. It was doing just fine, though, before we turned ray tracing on. I mean, don't get me wrong, in the rain it would drop under 60 here and there, but as long as it wasn't downpouring, it wasn't so bad. And it's not like we're out of VRAM. We got 12 gigs of VRAM. We're only using 11.5. Don't get me wrong, we're pretty close to using it all, but anyway, let's turn FSR on and hope we can at least get like 30-ish FPS so I can at least get some decent gameplay footage here. Well, the only thing left to do is to combine ray tracing and FSR. So I'll show you guys the screen one time just to show you that ray tracing is still maxed out, the game's maxed out, and we're going to do ultra quality FSR, and since we're doing FSR, there's no reason to come back to this screen. So, now we've got FSR on, with ray tracing on, and we seem to have gotten up to 30 FPS, but after a little while, this game always seems to just go back to getting like 5 to 10 FPS with ray tracing. Even if you like leave the game and come back into it, like I'm pretty sure by the time we get to my camera portion of this, it'll probably be back to getting horrible FPS. We'll see. Hopefully not, but that's what it seems to be doing. This game just really seems to hate ray tracing more than a lot of other games. Because, I mean, a lot of them will give me good bad FPS, but not quite that low. Besides maybe Cyberpunk. It's almost as bad as Cyberpunk ray tracing. And I don't mean that as like the ray tracing is bad. I just mean it's really hard on the system. Well, so far so good on the FPS. Well, hopefully we can keep getting better and better then the lower we go on the or higher FPS on the FSR settings here. Hopefully it's not just gonna fake me out and get horrible FPS next, but let's move on.
Well, now we've got FSR turned on. We're on ultra quality with ray tracing as well. Oh, now it's raining. So now the FPS will go down a little bit more. Works for me though. Compared to getting like 4 FPS, this is insanely playable now. Oh wow. Now we're back to getting like 11 FPS again. Interesting. So I wonder what's up with that. So I guess it's not playable. Even with FSR. It is for like a second and then I guess it just goes back to being crap. Whatever, it's because of the stupid ray tracing. If we weren't using ray tracing, it wouldn't be so bad. So, why don't we move on to the next ray tracing setting? Or FSR setting, I mean.
Well, here we go, back to getting like 7 FPS again, even though we should be getting better FPS. But like I said, this game and ray tracing don't mix. So this is what you're left with, like no matter what you do, it seems. So, again, we'll probably get like 30, 40 FPS, or seconds of gameplay here, because this is awful. Absolutely awful. Alright, we got to some random goop, so I think that's good enough. Let's turn around, and I think that's good. So let's stop here and move on.
Now we're on FSR balance. The rain stopped, but we're still getting like 16, 15 FPS instead of 30, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I have a sneaking suspicion it has to do with the ray tracing. This computer does not like ray tracing. Consoles don't like ray tracing, and that's because they're all AMD. And AMD right now does not like ray tracing. That particular feature is on lockdown on NVIDIA pretty much. But if you don't care about ray tracing, which a lot of people don't, me included, because it kills your FPS so much. The only time I'll use it is in games like Bright Memory Infinite, where I can turn everything up to max, put DLSS on quality, and still get like 80 to 100 and something FPS, and still be completely happy. But I ain't dealing with this kind of FPS just to have ray tracing, you know? That's all I'm trying to say. This is not worth it. Anyway, though, why don't we move on to the next FSR?
Well, now we're on FSR balanced, and we're still getting pretty terrible FPS here. But it is, I will admit, slightly better than getting 8. But I still wouldn't want to play at 14 to 20 FPS. But we'll still get some footage here. Don't know if I'll stop at 30, 40 seconds or if we'll go up to a minute. We'll just have to wait and see. Sometimes I just, even with low FPS, as long as it's not like as bad as it was, I can still enjoy looking around a little. Don't want to fight shit, though. You don't want to fight nothing in an aiming game when you're getting this low FPS, that's for sure. Okay, I think that's more than good enough. Let us move along.
Now for some FSR balanced with ray tracing. We're in the 20s now, which is still not fun, but I'll take it over 4. But it's not raining right now, so I'm sure if it was raining, it would probably go right back to 4. I wonder if it ray traces like every raindrop or something like that. Kind of like GTA 5, if you put MSAA on and Ultra Grass, it'll anti-alias every grass particle and every grass leaf, and that's why when you go off into the grass, even with a 3090, you'll get into like the 40s and 50s, sometimes even the 20s if you're playing at 4K like me.
Oh yeah, I already opened those. That's right. I'm just going around in circles, going around in circles, going around in circles. But we're getting a lot of footage, so that's okay. So now, why don't we go check out the last FSR setting? Last up, we've got ourselves some FSR performance and ray tracing. But still, looks terrible and gets terrible FPS now. So like, no matter what, terrible. So like I was saying earlier, I would just stick with maxing the game out and turning FSR on ultra quality. That seemed to get great FPS and it still looked great. That's probably going to be how it is for 4K too. We'll see once we cross that trail. We're still in ultra wide for now. Well, that definitely looks like a place I'd like to avoid. There's a bunch of that black goopy shit. Ooh, money. Need to spend some of this sometime. Anyway, now we can move along. And last up here is FSR performance and ray tracing, which still doesn't seem to help. We're still getting 18 to 20, and we're dropping now that it's raining again. So ray tracing plus ultra wide is a no-go, no matter what you do. That would be my opinion on the matter anyway. But at the same time, it did really good until we got to this stage, so I'm okay with that. Though I'm gonna assume 4K is not gonna be so kind. I'm probably gonna get like 40 FPS on low or something like that by the looks of it. Maybe it can do better than that though. I could be selling it short. Guess we'll just have to wait and see once I do the 4K footage, right? This is a big-ass city to explore, though. No doubt about that. But alright. I think that's more than good enough. So, why don't we wrap this video on up now? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Ghostwire Tokyo and ultra wide. I'd say it did very good. Right up until, again, we got to ray tracing. As I say every time, this laptop is not good for ray tracing. If ray tracing is all you care about, I'd try and find something with a 3080 or a 3070 or a 3070 Ti. You'll have a lot more fun with that. But I still stand by, this laptop is insanely beastly for its price for just pure rasterization, as I've proven in lots of my videos. Anyway though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out guys.